A quiet shift is unfolding across Asia's front lines. Japan is fortifying the islands nearest Taiwan. The Philippines is tightening ranks with Tokyo as Chinese pressure intensifies at sea. Two flashpoints, one rising power, and a region bracing for what comes next. Japan is fortifying its front line with Taiwan, and doing so at a moment when tensions with China are the highest they've been in years. This week, Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi travelled to Yonaguni, Japan's westernmost island, and barely 110 kilometres from Taiwan's east coast. His visit highlights a major shift in Japan's defence posture, a transition from decades of restraint to a forward-leaning strategy built around missile deployments, surveillance networks, and rapid response units across the Nansei chain. Tokyo says the new medium-range surface-to-air missiles set for Yonaguni will boost deterrence, not provoke conflict. But the timing is significant. In recent months, China has sharply increased military flights through the Taiwan Strait, held naval drills around Japan's southwest islands, and warned Tokyo against joining an international response to a Taiwan contingency. The flashpoint came after Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi suggested Japan would not stand aside if partners acted to defend Taiwan, remarks that triggered diplomatic protests, market pressure, and state media attacks from Beijing. China accused Japan of crossing red lines, while Tokyo insisted its policy had not changed. Taiwan's stability is vital to Japan's security. Koizumi's tour of Yonaguni, Ishigaki, and Miyako shows how seriously Tokyo views that threat. These islands now host anti-ship missiles, electronic warfare hubs, and expanded US joint exercises. Local leaders warn of rising risks, but acknowledge Japan is navigating its most complex security environment since the Cold War. As China accelerates militarily, Japan is repositioning itself on the front line of Asia's next potential crisis. Tensions in the West Philippine Sea are reshaping regional security ties, and this week the Philippines moved to deepen its cooperation with Japan. A delegation led by Rear Admiral Joe Anthony Orb travelled to Japan for a series of high-level meetings with the Japan Self-Defense Fleet, reflecting Manila's growing alignment with partners who share concerns about China's behaviour at sea. Philippine officials say the shift comes as their vessels face increasingly hazardous encounters inside the country's exclusive economic zone. The two nations have already begun implementing the Reciprocal Access Agreement, which enables each to deploy forces on the other's territory. Their first drills under the pact took place in October, while discussions continue on Japan's plan to supply naval vessels to the Philippine fleet. Joint exercises with the United States have further underscored this momentum. In mid-November, ships and aircraft from all three countries carried out coordinated operations, including anti-submarine drills and maritime surveillance. China has criticised these activities, arguing they heighten instability even as diplomatic friction between Beijing and Tokyo intensifies. For Manila and Tokyo, however, the collaboration signals a shared effort to strengthen deterrence in one of the region's most contested waters.